It is 3 weeks till Christmas and I have 13 handmade Christmas presents to get done and I haven't finished a single one. Let's crack on. Right, I don't really know how time has got away from me this year, but it has. It's not even like the kids haven't even started like their shows and their carols and their everything else. Church is only just about kicked in. We had a Christmas fun day last week. And I had to do a talk, a wreath making thing. But other than that, church hasn't even kicked in yet. So I don't know why I'm so short on time. But somehow I seem to be short on time. So as ever, I am making Christmas presents for people. I seem to have placed myself inside the Christmas tree to talk to you about this. I don't know why. I thought, it's Christmassy, it'll look nice. The kids put the tree up last night. I'm living with it, not even interested in changing it around this year. But, excuse me. So, as ever, I've decided that I'm going to make a bajillion Christmas presents. That's not true, it's only 13. And I've decided to give myself next to no time to do it. Thankfully, some of them are pretty quick, some of them are not. They're going to be quite labour intensive, but I've got 3 weeks and how much stuff have we got on? Not a lot, it'll be okay. Let me show you what I've made so far. This is a quick public disclaimer to my family. If any of you are watching, please scroll along. There is no need for you to be watching this video. You're just going to ruin it for yourself. Thank you. Can we also take a minute for the Lucy and Yaks, the new ones? They were only 15 quid off Vinted. They've got a hole in that someone has already patched, and I've got all of that old Lucy and Yak fabric that I got in the Re-Yak pack. If you haven't watched that short, then go back and watch it. And I thought I'd quite like to use it to fix some yaks, so I bought broken yaks. This is like, you know, when your grandma says, "Did you buy those jeans with holes in, or did you have to pay extra for them?" Well, Grandma, I paid extra for them. Right, so what have we got so far? We'll go from youngest to oldest in terms of who they're for. So I have made these so far. These are like little stacking bowls. I'm going to put a picture here of what they should look like, and then here's what I think I need to remake this one because I forgot to go round the edge. So can you see? Let me find another one. So on this one, I've gone in the front posts only, or back loops only, sorry. In this one I've gone back loops only. And this one I think I went front loops, and that's why it's not got any rigidity on the side. So I need to remake him, but all the others stack quite nicely. They look cute. And then the idea is that you get some little ball, you make balls in the same colour, and then you have to sort of order them. It looks really, really cute. It's for, well, I won't ruin who it's for. But that's my first thing that I need to make. This yarn is Hobby 68 cotton, which I bought in a multi-pack of these variegated colours. I think this might be 2 packs, so the purple ones are from 1 pack and the reds are from another pack. But I think they look really cute together. I think they look really pretty. So hopefully that shouldn't take too long, because I've got to remake the bottom one, tie the ends in, and then make some balls. So I reckon that's 2 hours. That's 2 hours worth of work, and then that one will be done. Tick. Then my next project is, I was really excited when I thought about it. I want to make a weighted blanket for one of my nephews. The problem is that the yarn, if anyone has used t-shirt yarn before, you'll know that it's really labour intensive on your hands. And I've been doing some hand sewing with some hexagons, and already my fingers are hurting from all the hand sewing. So now my wrists are going to be hurting from this, my fingers are going to be hurting. I'm just going to have to make sure I give them lots of breaks and lots of stretches out. But this stuff was from eBay. It was from a shop. I'm not going to tell you which shop it was from because I wouldn't recommend them. But it was really cheap. It was only like a £5 for a big, what size is this? 750 grams of this stuff. And I bought 4 of them, because when you're doing a weighted blanket you have to do a certain, I think it's 10% of the body weight, which can't look too big. And with one of my kids I'd made one and I had to do waffle stitch to make it heavier. With this one, because it's not as much fabric, I think I might just do like double crochet or a treble crochet stitch to make it, not just to make it go a bit further so that it's more of a blanket. But yeah, weighted blankets are so good. They're really, really beneficial for a lot of people. For my little girl, it really helps her when she's getting really overwhelmed. It helps her to regulate. My husband could really benefit from one because he gets really restless legs in the evening. A lot of people use them as, so it's not necessarily to keep them warm, but it's more to sort of regulate their fidgets, so to speak. So yes, hopefully, and this one is going to take a long time. This is going to be evenings of, I don't know, 10 hours, maybe 12 hours of doing that one. No pressure. I'm just spouting out numbers. Please don't anyone add them up and tell me how many hours it's going to take me to do anything, because I'm going to really stress out otherwise. Okay, on to the big one. So this one is not necessarily a big project, but it's covering a lot of people. So what I'm doing is I am making little gift boxes. I haven't worked out how to do how to put the gift boxes together, but the gift boxes were from Temu, and they were really, really cheap. And then on the inside they have, oh, it's upside down. I've bought these little napkin holders, and because I've managed to get a couple done, I have embroidered their names on. So everyone is getting a personalised set of napkins, and then they're going to go in a little gift box like that if I can work out how to get the gift boxes done up. So all I did was I went onto Canva and I put everyone's names in. The reason I suggest Canva is because it has a lot of fonts that are available for free, so you don't have to buy the Pro, but they're nicer than the sort of fonts that you get on like Microsoft Word or anything like that. So I just put everyone's names on, made it nice and large, printed it off, and then traced them on, I don't know if you can see that one, traced it on to the napkins, and then used some gold thread, just 2 strands of gold thread to embroider it on. And actually the effect is really, really pretty. There was a couple of bits. What helped was when I was tracing it on, it meant that if I went wrong at all, I could fix it in the embroidery, or where sometimes if it joined up, it didn't look as if it should be joined up. So like, you know, let me think, like a capital R to an O or something, like it didn't feel like it should have been joined up, but when I printed it off it was. So I was able to fix that in the embroidery, and so it just made it look nicer. It was almost like a second attempt without having to muck it up and do it wrong the first time. It's really good. But yes, so hopefully they will all be nice, and then everybody will be able to all sit around the table with their hand embroidered, personalised napkins. And now my last present is for my grandma, who is 170,000 years old. So I've only got the print off here. It's going to be a cross stitch pattern, which is definitely going to take me lots and lots and lots of hours, but it looks really, really nice. I'll pop a picture up here of what it's going to look like. She's very into, so like her entire house is like a blue and white theme, like that's her, those are her colours, like especially like royal blues and navy blues and stuff like that. Think, you know, the blue and white plates you can get? She basically lives inside a house that looks like that. So what is that pattern called? It's called something willow, isn't it? Or I don't know. But so I wanted to do something like that for her, but so I found the Scandi pattern, which was for free. It was by Craft with Cartwright. And so I thought I could do that, and I could pop it in a frame, and that would be quite nice. You could pop that on the wall or something, because when you're 172,000 years old, you know, there's very little that you need, and a lot of people just end up giving her toiletries. And so I thought maybe I won't be that person this year. Maybe I will just give her something handmade and something nice, and it also helps me to slow down. But of course with that it means that it's hours and hours and hours and hours, and I've got how big is this? It's 5 pages, so I've got to all pull it apart, cut it apart and stick it. Oh, look at him. Oh no, is this one upside down as well? No. So I've got to stick it together and all the rest of it, so that's going to take a little bit of time, but hopefully it should be quite a nice project. It looks, I know that this looks difficult, but actually it looks quite simple, because so like that one is only me trying to count it on camera, it's only like 20 stitches in there, and so that repetitively, so it will be quite an easy one. You know, sometimes when you're changing like 15 different colours and you're trying to like dot them around everywhere and stuff, and you think like this is going to take forever, hopefully this one will be quite quick, quite easy, a lot of concentration. I would say it's only 10 inches by 7 inches. What's that in real money? I don't know. 20 hours? Maybe less. Between 10 and 20 hours, I would say. Maybe only 10 hours. 10 hours. We're going with 10. She says, rocking backwards and forwards. How many hours are there till Christmas? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm also still working on my quilted tie vest, because, oh, let me show you the fabric. Hang on. So I was just higgledy-piggledying it together, and then as I started to put it together I realised there was quite a lot of triangles, and now it looks like I'm really bad at quilting, so I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know whether to start again, whether to give up. There's a tiny couple of bits like this that I'm going to have to avoid, but I don't have enough fabric to, and then so I'm trying to fit it on, and then it's not fitting, and I don't know. I don't know whether I should just give up and just make it plain, so have that as the back, this is the front instead, but will that look too boring and too tacky? Whereas this is cute. You know, when you completely doubt yourself, you don't want to get it wrong and you don't want to waste hours, because like with the last one that I did, the quilting took hours and hours and hours. By the way, thank you so much for all your advice on the quilting and how to quilt it before I cut the pattern out. That is definitely where I have decided, I'm sort of being much more conscious with the fact that so I'm putting these pattern pieces down thinking I still need space around the edges, so I can't just make it fit in. But yeah, I don't know if I should just give up. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? Maybe like we learn, we move, rather than just deciding to make something, waste 10 hours that I could be doing on all the Christmas presents, and then be disappointed with it and not wear it. Maybe I'll give up. It's not giving up, is it? We're not giving up. We're learning, we're moving. We learn, we move. We learn, we move. But on a similar note, and I'm really sorry that this video is jumping all over the place. I promise I'm going to get to making in a minute and you can watch me do a little bit of making. I just really quickly wanted to show you. So I did some English paper piecing the other day, which we all know I really struggle to say. English paper piecing, EPP. We're going to EPP from now on. And so I EPP'd the other day and it was an absolute disaster. It was rubbish. And I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Turns out it was because I was doing everything wrong. So this time I have decided that I'm going to put all the effort in to do it the right way. And look at these guys. How cool is this? It's not an anything, it's just like a sample practice jobby. I basted all the back bits and I put the pieces of paper in, the paper piecing, and then there are a couple of bits. So if you have a look, can you see the stitches? Is my face in the way? So can you see the stitches? Please can somebody tell me whether that's intentionally supposed to be there, or if there's another tactic to making it even neater. I think probably I could do with investing in a bit of decent thread as opposed to cheap nasty stuff, but on the whole I'm pretty pleased. with my little EPP effort, I want to make quilts for everybody. I mean, I understand we're on a learning journey, guys. I've just said I'm giving up that one, and this one is not the neatest thing in the world. However, like, we learn we move, right? We learn we move. So yeah, I definitely want to, that may be 2025, that may be my thing. Watch for the 2025 sewing project plans in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, so I've only got 2 of these left to do. All I am doing is popping them into a hoop. So can you see what I mean about where it connects up? So like the P and the H here don't really look that great when they're connected up, but I've already written it in heat erasable pen. So I'm going to not connect that up, and then we'll be able to fix that, like post edit if you like. I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera, otherwise it won't be as neat and tidy like that one, for example. Maybe I won't do this on camera, but I am literally just going to chain stitch it across. So I'm just going to chain stitch this across using lovely small stitches and really concentrating so that it looks nice and has a nice tidy finish. I can't remember what this font is called, but I will put it in the comments so that I can share that with you. I can't talk and embroider at the same time. I'll come back to you when it's finished. Right, it's been a few days. I thought I would give you an update on how far I've got with my progress. I have realised that I'm not going to be able to complete everything and show it to you. I probably should put like a little disclaimer at the beginning of the video, shouldn't I? Like managing people's expectations. But I will show you how far I've got with all of those projects so far. And then if you would like to see the completed projects and you're not my family, and I don't ruin it, I will put them on my Instagram as and when I finish them so that you can see and have a little look, like I said, without ruining Christmas. Sorry, I just got a little bit distracted because I'm looking out the window and there's a load of bugs on the window and I think they've come from the Christmas tree and now they're everywhere. Right, I have finished all of the napkins. That was actually quite a straightforward project. I need to iron them so that I can get rid of the heat erasable pen. I've made up all the boxes and then I just need to put them in these and do them up. So that project finished technically, which is nice. They'll get that with a bottle of something as well. The blanket I have started, but I'm already worried that this much, so how many rows is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows is half a ball of yarn. So and I've only got 3 or 4 of these. So that's worrying that, so 10, 20, 30 rows, that's not going to be enough, is it? Or it might be, I don't know. So that's where I've got to with that. And then I haven't even started this, but I have managed to piece the picture together and I've got all my equipment. So these threads are actually really good. I find these work really well. They are from Amazon. I'll put the link down below. But this is the colour blue that I'm going for. It's nice, right? It's actually a bit darker in real life than it is from the camera. Let me see if I can put it up against. Oh, I don't know though. And so this afternoon is going to be spent doing a little bit of crochet and a little bit of cross stitch. Like I said, I will put finished products onto my Instagram without trying to ruin it. And hopefully, I think actually seeing how quickly the blanket's coming up. I mean, I only did those 5 rows was literally 20 minutes whilst the teenager decided that she didn't want to go to bed, so she was going to sit and talk to me instead. which is fine. You know, if you have teenagers in the house, or if you have ever had teenagers, you realise that the only time they will ever speak to you rather than just grunt at you is when you are tired and when they don't want to go to sleep, and all of a sudden they like come alive. So it's fine, we carry on with that. But so it was about 20 minutes and that took me 5 rows. So if I do an hour now, I should get onto the second ball of yarn, and then crack on with some cross stitch, and all should be golden. Because I've still got hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of crafting to do, and I think I'm probably going to go and sit and do it in front of I'm a Celebrity. Tell me who you want to win down in the comments below. I think I either want, I think I want GK to win. I think she's amazing. She's so funny and literally doesn't take herself too seriously, which I think is perfect. So GK for the win. As always, thank you so much for watching. Next week, I think I'm going to be either doing, I've got a couple of like upcycle projects to do, but I also have a wreath to make to go onto the front door, but I think I'll do it with the children, so the kids might be in next week's video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you next week. Bye! Right, it's been a few days. I thought I would give you a bit of an update on how shall I try again? I just got a bit distracted. There's a load of bugs in my house. Where have you come from?